Got him. Uh-oh. Oh, back to back. Up north, but not really up north. On the jerkbait, I jumped in the truck and just drove. And I'm like an hour and a half from my house. And he's just a 2-pounder, just a little under 2 pounds. But looking for that mythical 6-pounder. What'd I catch him on? The Stunna. Man, this thing is a phenomenal jerkbait, especially for scoping. Stay tuned. I'm gonna try to get some footage today. Got keeper number 4. I didn't weigh the old Stunna. Got him. I didn't weigh keeper number 3. He was just a 14 1/4. Didn't get him on camera. But that's my 4th one on the Stunna. I've been here about 30 minutes. Never been here. Clear lake, kind of a bowl. This one isn't real big either. He's a 193. 193 on the Stunna. Nice healthy fish. Right now we got our little contest going, and between me and Greg Mangus and Bud Connor Tonkel and Brad Jones and Mike Levinsky, we passed this little trophy around. I've never won the big bass. I had a 653 one year, and Bud came through and caught an almost 7-pounder in the fall tournament. So he took my trophy away that year at the last minute. Snatched it right out of my hands. So right now the big bass in our little contest stands at 584, and I'm just trying to find one of these little lakes that I can catch one that big on. So stay tuned. I found them on a little rod up here in the corner. The biggest one yet. Took 2.5 anyway. Grabbed him by the lip. Almost breaking my jerkbait off. There's a nice one. I think we found us a good lake. 46-degree water, but windy. It's not real warm today, but it is tomorrow. Jerkbait out of my sleeve. I've only put 3 on the scales. They were all right there, right around that 2-pound mark. And this one is 2.5. 245. So that's the 4th one I put on the scales. And my 7th keeper, all on the jerkbait. Thinking there's something better to catch them on, because I got a weed line up here that's getting stuck in a lot, and I'm catching them right on it. The Stunna is catching them for sure, but it sinks fast. Even though it's slow sinking, it still sinks fast enough in this shallow. I'm in 17 feet of water, but I think I'm throwing in 4 feet of water. So maybe we might experiment with a few other baits, see if we can come up with a better limit. I'm guessing this lake has big fish in it. I've put 7 all on the bed keepers. Let's see what's going on. I just had a violent strike right here. I'm going to get out the old glider and see if I can. Throwing marshmallow. I think this lake is more just bluegills and probably crawdads. It doesn't look like a shad lake. I suppose it could be, but I haven't seen any yet. That's a smaller lake off of a bigger lake, so if there were shad in here, they'd be in here this time of year. I'm thinking this would be awful good with a rattle trap. Up with number 9. I don't think I showed you number 8. Another jerkbait fish. I did switch over to a rattle trap, and I didn't get any bites on it. Seem to be clustered in one little area over here. You might be able to. This is a nice fish. Another 2 something. Forget Stunna. Stealth Shad. Stealth Shad is probably my favorite color. I got just under 10 pounds, so I'm not catching those giants, but I'm catching almost a 3. So now I'm at almost 11 pounds. That culled out my little one, 185. But pretty cool. Lake I've never been to. Just found a windy bank. Wind's howling pretty good. You know, I just came right over to the wind. Caught a couple keepers before I got here. But like I said, I experimented with rattle trap. I did not get any bites. It's kind of surprised me because it's kind of like rattle trap conditions for mid-40s water, but they definitely want this jerk bait. I'm just going to try to figure out how I got a feeling this lake's got big ones in it. I want to see if there's a way I can better target the bigger fish. I need my split ring pliers because this is a nightmare. Stay tuned. Hooked up. I think I'm on number 10. Can't remember. Watch a video. This is a decent fish. I moved down a little bit. I actually lost my battery. It was barely hooked. Yeah, he's not giant. Another 2 plus. There we go. About a quarter. Another one on the Stunna. We're at 11 1/4 pounds now. I know there's some big ones in here. Just got to figure out how to catch them. Got him. I got a pipsqueak. Might be a keeper. He's a chubby little guy. There you go, measure him. When he hit, I thought he was bigger than that. Let's see if we can do this another one. Definitely got little spots they want to be. There's an inside turn here. The only thing I've been able to catch them on is a jerkbait. I tried throwing a Silver Buddy, Cabela's version, but there's so much stonewort, starry stonewort at the bottom of this lake, and everything's hovering over the top of it. I hope that wind's not messing it up too bad. It's pretty bad out here. But I can't throw the blade because it gets fouled up with the stonewort, and all the fish are, I mean, the stonewort, it's kind of a bad deal. It goes out to 20 feet of water. And from what I can see on LiveScope, it doesn't come up real high right now. I think most of it died off, you know, winter die off, because a lot of it I've caught on the blades is kind of black. The fish are kind of hovering above it. This lake has got a pretty good weed line on it. Got some pondweed, got some cabbage that I've caught, maybe a little coontail. The only thing I can't do is I can't seem to duplicate this jerkbait bite where I can sit here and just catch them over and over again. I've caught most of my fish in just a couple areas, but I can't sit here and just pound them on every cast. I kind of got to leave it alone and kind of go back in. I mean, that biggest one I just caught was right in this area. But anyways, that stonewort, all the fish on LiveScope seem to be above it and in towards the break right now, probably because of the wind. Okay, I went to knock me out, folks. It is really blowing right here. I got another one. When the wind blows, they bite. Just still have not caught a giant, you know, I figured I'd catch a 4-pounder on this lake. I have not yet. Probably, I don't know, 2 3/4, close to it anyways. I'm up to 12, a little over 12 pounds. Beautiful fish. Another one on the Stunna. Hooked up, but not with what we was looking for. I gotta go in a minute. Nice keeper. Now he's pounding 3/4. I think that's keeper number 14. Not a bad day. Yeah, this one feels like barely hooked. That one might be over 3. That was definitely the big one of the day. Got the Stunna sideways. Windy, nasty. There was one other boat that came onto the lake, stayed on the calm shore. Don't recommend staying on it. Oh, man, that's a good one. Let's see what he weighs. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, 3.5. Nice. Quick got me up to 13:57. I've only been here 3 hours. That's not bad. I'm going to leave now, but I got to leave pretty soon. Got to go see Bill with them tonight. It is nasty. Man, I'm going now. This one feels like he's pretty good. Not a color. I think so. Almost 2 pounder. You get keeper number 17. I've only had like 2 shorts. That's pretty fun. But I really gotta go.